So today we got a TWAB. It's not going to be the biggest TWAB, but it is a very informative TWAB of Bungie changing up the accessibility for the game itself. Now, one thing to mention is that we are going to be going over the most important things I consider. There are going to be some things we don't highlight on that may be important, so down below in the description or the pinned comment down below there will be the link to the full TWAB to check it out. But basically we'll just go over some important things. So when it comes to dates of things for the season, Grandmaster Nightfalls are launching January 17th, the next Iron Banner is January 31st, and the final week of season 19 is February 21st. Maybe that week is a massive week and we get a massive community event, who knows. But we also got some information on Grandmasters, and it honestly highlights a massive change in tone of Bungie, but maybe not totally what we want. We'll get into some of that. So they're decreasing the power level needed to enter Grandmasters by 25. So this will be 1580, the powerful cap currently in this season. Decrease the overall power level of the Grandmaster activities by 10. So it's going to go down to 1625. And the current power difference of minus 25, all enemies will be at least 25 power above you. It's still going to be in effect, so do keep that in mind. Now, this means you can enter at 1580, but enemies will be 40 power above you. You can use artifact power and or pinnacle drops to increase the effectiveness up to 1595, where you reach maximum effectiveness. We'll have more information on further changes to Grandmaster Nightfalls and higher difficulty modes coming soon. So specifically when we're getting these changes, who knows, probably closer to Lightfall, what we should expect next season. But collectively, I think this is a very small little change that increases the accessibility to all players for Grandmasters. I think Grandmasters is something every player in the game should be at least doing. For depth mods, for depth weapons, these are really some of the pinnacle weapons of the game, and in some cases just very good to farm one of the more exotic resources in the game to use for your builds or for your armor, things like that. Now, Iron Banner gets a little bit of a highlight. We do know it's coming back January 31st, but they're also planning on increasing the amount of Iron Banner rank you earn at the end of matches, doubling the multipliers you get from wearing Iron Banner gear, having the multipliers you get from completing challenges, and significantly increasing the multiplier you get from wearing an Iron Banner emblem. We expect this to decrease the number of games needed to earn a rank reset by around 40% and make it more worthwhile to play earlier in the week. This is something I think should help drastically, something I'm glad they acknowledge. The exotic shader, I guess we could call it. It's not really exotic shader, it's still purple, but this thing looks absolutely stunning. It makes things chainmail, and if you guys haven't seen it, it is gorgeous. I have not yet to get it, so yeah, I'm still working on that, but again, hopefully soon I do get it. Now, they also mentioned that additionally, starting next season, Iron Banner will be available 3 times a season, and an Iron Banner emblem will be available on the rewards track during the first reset for those who don't already have one. We'll have more information about the modes and dates to expect in season 20 as we get closer to launch. So again, all good information. Decreasing the grind for some of these stuff is also, I guess you could say, important. One of the biggest complaints of Iron Banner was that it was very grindy. I know a lot of people were grinding for the shader and were successful, but now they're kind of looking back like, man, I should just wait a little bit longer. I waited, I didn't play much Iron Banner, so I'm glad we're shifting to 3 weeks, and we're also reducing the grind right now for this current set. That's good. Now, mods. They talk about mods, and honestly teases something that is going to be coming next week. So yesterday, if you guys don't know, all standard mods were unlocked for everyone, with big changes coming to build crafting and Lightfall. We want to give everyone a chance to enjoy all the standard mods in their current state for the rest of the season. Standard mods refer to everything but raid and artifact mods. Players who were granted access to armor mods in yesterday's patch will not have them appear as unlocked in collections. So for me, I have 2 mods not unlocked. I mean, that's not that big of a deal, but they can still be used freely in your armor. Now, they also tease that next week they have a blog post, about the changes to mods and build crafting will be working in Lightfall and technically evolving. Is this a TWAB? It doesn't sound like it. Maybe we get some information Wednesday or Tuesday next week. I'll definitely be talking about that when we get it, so stay tuned for that. Now, again, just continually highlight the fact that Bungie is changing the accessibility of the game itself. Stay focused is the biggest tab in regards to that. So starting next week, they're going to be changing the cost of focusing weapons and armor. So for example, focusing costs for all Trials of Osiris, Iron Banner, Crucible, and Gambit weapons and armor will be reduced by 25 legendary shards. This is down from 50. Adept weapon focus will also be reduced to 50. This is down from 250. This is a whopping difference. I think it's nice to have that. The glimmer cost of focusing regular ritual weapons has been reduced to 5,000, down from 10,000. And then they highlight again down below that they're making these changes for newer players to get a chance to focus, get their stuff together, that the grind in some cases can be very intimidating compared to someone who has a lot of stockpile of materials. They don't want people to break the bank while trying to get spicy rolls, so do expect these changes. You could try them out next week, and obviously Lord Soundin will also get these changes when he returns January 31st. But besides that, the only other thing we got is the confirmation that Archie will be continuing to be around. He will be in the tower in season 21 for more pets. I think that's a great thing if you love Archie. Who doesn't love Archie? If you don't, you're a sicko. But yeah, collectively, this was a very, very simple but important TWAB to kind of highlight that as things are going to be changing for the accessibility of the game coming this year. I think it's a good indication to say that. I think it's healthy. I think it's nice. Not everybody can play 8 hours a day or wants to play 8 hours a day. So again, changing certain things like this, I think is in the long run is beneficial to the health of the game. So only time could tell when we get these changes on end. The only thing disappointing was that when they talk about these changes for Grandmasters, we didn't get anything about champions. I just want champions gone, but that's just my 2 cents. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe champions have an important reason to be in the game and they're essential to the world of Destiny 2. Who knows? But with that being said, that's all I gotta say on this TWAB. Let me know your thoughts down below. Is it a good TWAB, bad TWAB, mediocre, whatever? Leave your comment down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, found this video informative, definitely drop this video a like. If you guys are also new here and want more content from me, definitely hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified for when I drop more content. But till then, it's all I got for this one. Hope you guys have a good one. Ninja here, and I'm out.